Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. So I was just sitting around and I started thinking about video topic ideas, and I pretty much came to the conclusion that maybe I should talk about why I've basically given up on games that I was really into, such as Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, basically the battle royale slash first person shooter genre. And basically what happened, how I went from somebody who literally played games like Apex every single day for about 4 years straight to not having touched it in maybe about 8-9 months or so, almost going on a year. So I grew up in the 90s, man. So I've been playing video games my entire life for about 20 plus years, okay? And I will never forget when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare dropped and how it blew my mind. I believe I was in high school at the time. I think COD 4 dropped in 2007. That was actually my freshman year of high school. I was just moving on to high school. I will never forget, I played that game every single day. I had so much fun with my friends. That was peak, I guess you could call it, next generation gaming. That game came out on the PS3. Ever since that era, we just haven't had advances in terms of fun gameplay in video games. It's all basically the same at this point. And I've sunk so many hours every day, Monday through Monday, 7 days a week. I was on that game from sun up to sundown. When I got home from work, Call of Duty 4, peak gaming. Now, I gotta admit, I was kind of on the hype train when the Battle Royales came out and Fortnite and all this and all that. Well, I was kind of getting bored with Fortnite around the time that Apex Legends dropped. Now, when Apex Legends dropped, oh man, that game really cemented my place in the Battle Royale genre. I did not play any other game for like 4 years straight. I might have touched a single player game here and there when my boys weren't online. But when they weren't online, I was running solos, ranked, all day long. I had a blast. I loved Apex Legends. That was my number one video game for years. And recently, in about the last like 6, 7, 8 months, I had an epiphany, man. I started realizing this game is never going to change. It's never going to change. In fact, not only is it was changing, but for the worse. It was getting worse and worse and worse with the monetization schemes, how you got to pay like $300, $400 for a stupid in-game cosmetic, an heirloom, okay? I got sick and tired of, ever since I soloed my way to Diamond, I got sick and tired of having to play against the sweatiest of the sweaty Apex Predators and Masters all day long. I could not play a exhibition regular match without being dropped in a Predator lobby. And what made that problematic was the fact that I was basically a solo player. And when you're constantly being dropped against 3 stacks upon 3 stacks of Predators and Master players in one entire lobby, it's not fun. It is extremely annoying. And for some reason, Apex loved to match me with players who were far below my skill level. So while I was a player who was accustomed to high level lobbies because I soloed to Diamond, it was almost like I was being matched up with like rookies or people who peaked at like gold 5. It was absolutely insane, and it was very, 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 very frustrating. And I started getting bored of the typical battle royale gameplay model where you just drop in, you dive, you search for weapons, half the time you dive in and you get squad wiped off rip. Now you got to go back to the main menu. Now you got to reload the game. You hop back in, you dive in, you get squad wiped off rip, rinse, wash, repeat. And then they came out with the map Stormpoint. I hated Stormpoint because it was such a big map that it took so long just to get to an actual firefight. By the time I was basically getting into my first firefight, the match was nearly over, and I'm just bored out of my mind, bored to tears. And so it's the same problem with like Call of Duty, man. Call of Duty has turned from a really fun arcade-like shooter that was grounded, boots on the ground. Call of Duty doesn't know what it wants to be anymore, man. And I finally accepted that these games are no longer for me. If you grew up in the 90s, if you grew up playing Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, even Modern Warfare 2, the original games, these new games, they're not for you. They're for the TikTok brain rot community who has to have something flashy on the screen every 2 seconds in order to deem a game fun. This Omni movement is goofy because I have seen so many clips and it's kind of hard to see it when you're watching it in real time. But if you slow the video clip down, I've seen plenty of players running, diving forward, diving forward. And because they have this stupid Omni movement, while they're in the air completely stretched out, diving in one direction, they literally just levitate and lean back and start moving in crazy different directions. It's insane. And this is supposed to be fun. This is what y'all want to play. This is crazy to me. It got to the point where competitive shooters are no longer fun. Okay. Battle royales are dead. They're dead. They're completely dying. These companies don't know how to evolve the battle royale formula. It's the same thing over and over. It's based on straight up RNG. It's not fun. It's getting extremely boring. And I finally said, you know what? These games are no longer for me. They're for this new generation. Y'all can have it, man. I remember when gaming was at its peak, where it was hard to find a boring trash game. Now, games are not built for fun anymore. They're built off of a monetization pyramid type of scheme. And it's all about how much money they can milk from the player base before the video game dies out. Okay, they're not thinking about the player fun in mind. They're thinking about how they can scrape up enough money out of your wallets to bleed you dry before it's on to the next project. That's what gaming has become. And for the past almost year now, I put down battle royales. I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I don't really play many shooters. And I've only been playing single player games, whether they're RPGs, story-driven games. And my enjoyment, I guess, for gaming, I'm not gonna say I've been enjoying gaming more, because I've honestly been having a lot of boredom with gaming as it is today. I've been extremely bored. And the only reason I'm even still gaming currently is because I'm still trying to grow this YouTube channel. But I can definitely say gaming has become less frustrating, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that like I hate being frustrated. Oh, I hate losing. It's not fair. No, it's just, there comes a point where you start realizing that gaming is just complete BS. That's just what it is. Battle Royales, they're BS. Call of Duty is complete BS. I have no problem with losing matches and dying. I have a problem with shitty ass game mechanics. And that's the problem with gaming today. And also, you can't say anything anymore. Like voice chat, bots are constantly listening to you. You say a curse word here, you say a curse word there, you're banned. It's not fun anymore. And I have found myself, I kind of feel free now that I'm free of the shooter / battle royale chokehold. You know what I mean? I honestly don't see myself really going back. I'm not saying I won't. I'm not saying that it's 100% definitive. I'm never going to play a shooter or a battle royale ever again. I'm just saying I'm not planning on it. With the direction that the shooter community, gaming, and battle royale has been going, I don't really see myself going back to it because I'm not having fun. Now, of course, if a game drops and the reviews are stellar and I give it a go for myself and I really fall in love with it and I feel like I can make content out of it, of course, I'm gonna give it a go, you know what I mean? But right now, shooters and battle royales, they're dead to me. They're just completely dead. I mean, I play video games for fun, man. If I'm not having fun, then really, what am I doing? You know what I mean? So that's it. That's the end of this video, man. I just wanted to address why I've moved away from that genre. Because if you go back in my earlier videos, you'll see I was making Apex content left and right. I was dropping a couple of Call of Duty Warzone content here and there, and you don't see that anymore. And there's a reason why, and that's my reason why. So let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about gaming today. Are you guys still on battle royales? Are you guys still playing shooters like Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, or whatever? You guys understand where I'm coming from? How do you guys feel about it? Let me know in the comment section below. I enjoy hearing what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think, man. That's why I do these videos. And hey, man, stay safe, stay blessed. And until next time, it's your boy C-Wave B. I'm out of here, folks.
Hey.